welcome back to Scarlet Rage Vintage YouTube channel. With me to my left is Lady Genius, Liz Tregenza. She's a fashion historian, author, and also has an MA, a BA, and is studying for her PhD. Welcome, Liz.
Hello.
So, me and Liz have been friends for a couple of years now. Liz has written 2 books.
Style Me Vintage 1940s was the second one.
Yeah.
And that's got loads of pieces in it from SLV.
Yes.
And
Yes,
then Style Me Vintage Accessories was the first one.
Liz literally is, I would say, anything you want to know about vintage, Liz will probably know something about it. Basically, what we're here to talk about is how she got into vintage, how you actually wrote 2 books.
Yeah.
Because fun fact, both me and Liz are actually very dyslexic. If you do have a disability, it doesn't stop you from running a business or being an inspiration or being able to do what you want. It actually, I think, pushes us, well, me, definitely forward. I mean, you've written 2 books.
Yeah.
Hello!
You can do it. You can do it. It just might take you a bit longer than everyone else.
If you don't follow Liz's Instagram, which is Liz Tregenza, she basically puts a post up every single day wearing a new outfit. Now, you will normally see her love for novelty print. If you're a novelty print collector, this woman will literally make your jaw hit the floor. So I want to know, how did you get into vintage?
So I've been wearing vintage since I was maybe 14 or 15. I started wearing like the odd piece here and there, and I remember I used to sneak up to Beyond Retro. And then by the time I hit about 17, I was buying sort of stuff on eBay, and that's when I started to really get into like my obsession with prints and certain British designers as well. It was sort of this whole thing of I was really interested in the history of fashion.
Yeah.
And it was this whole idea of connecting together this interest with history, but with the garments themselves. It was living out my hobbies in a strange way.
Okay.
I've always had a real thing for clothes, and that's why my first degree was many years ago was in fashion design. But quickly I realised I wasn't very good at designing.
Oh god.
I had that wonderful feeling of being like, oh, I've got an eye for fashion, but I actually can't design photography. We were encouraged to do a placement year. I'd already by that point decided, oh, you know, I don't really want to be a designer. I'm going to try and do something different with my placement year. So I applied to a couple of museums and galleries to work within their fashion departments.
Okay.
I did a short-term placement with Tati Divine, the jewellery company. I was already really into their jewellery, but I think that's why I'm so obsessed with like crazy plastic jewellery.
You are.
I really like to mix like modern jewellery designers with wearing vintage stuff.
Yeah, because what some of your favourite jewellery designers is Lou Taylor.
Yeah, love Lou Taylor.
Tati Divine.
Tati Divine, and there's also a Spanish company I wear a lot of, which is La Vidriola. One of my big things about wearing vintage is using it as the tools to create an outfit. I'm not particularly keen on looking like I've just stepped out of the past. That's not, I mean, it looks great on some people, but that's not for me. So that's why I love the big crazy jewellery, because I think it gives it that
edge.
Yeah.
How did that transgress with you making a book?
It was because of my placement year that I ended up doing my book. I was working for Hampshire Museum Service. I was interning for them.
Okay.
And we put on an exhibition about the history of the little black dress. Naomi Thompson, who I wrote the book with, she put out this thing on Twitter being like, oh, does anyone know anything fun, sort of historical to do in going on in Portsmouth? And I tweeted her back being like, I've just curated an exhibition.
Okay.
Come and see it, have a look.
Yeah.
She went, she was really impressed by it, and then she was like, I'm writing a book at the moment, and this was her book, Style Me Vintage Clothes, and she was like, I really need someone to fact check it for me.
Oh, okay.
Could you do it? And I was like, yeah, sure. And after her first book came out, the publishers got in contact with her and were like, we want an accessories book.
Right.
She was like, I don't want to do it by myself.
Right.
I want Liz to do it with me.
Okay.
And it went from there.
The last book that you just did, the 1940s, was you on your own?
That was me on my own, yeah.
I mean, how long does it take for you to write a book?
I won't lie, I wrote that book in 6 weeks. It was a really intense process to get it done, but actually I was so proud of it. It teaches you a lot.
It's such a great book. Having people around you, I think, that are inspirational and get you and understand, and someone that I can call on and ask questions, and Liz is always there. moving forward, what is your hopes and aspirations? Well,
I'm currently just in the first year of my PhD, so I've got just over 2 years left of it. So my PhD is focused around this guy called Frederick Stark and a sector of the industry that was called the wholesale couturiers, which has not received any real academic study or in-depth publications, anything like that. It just gets the odd paragraph here and there. So what I'm hoping to get out of it at the end is maybe an exhibition and a book. I'm hoping eventually to do more in terms of museum curation. I love museums, galleries, and I also love writing books and working on books.
So we're going to finish our video here. If you want to know more information about Liz, it'll all be in the link below. It was lovely to have you, Liz. Thank you so much for being here and spending time with me. And till next time. See you later. Bye.